Hello there, everyone. We are back at the Glendale Civic Auditorium for another Glendale show, All-American Collector Show. We've talked about in the past, this show is like the show to go to these days, for us at least in Southern California, for vintage toys. And talk vintage toys, meaning back to some great 50s, 60s stuff, but of course lots of 70s, 80s, and even 90s. As time has progressed here, we're seeing more and more. Also lots of great vintage Halloween stuff. I think even a little bit more of that this time around, with the show being in August, leading into that season. The show happens twice a year. The next one coming up after this is going to be January 19th and 20th. It's always a 2-day show. Friday is a preview running in the daytime. I think it's something like 11 to 4. We're always having to come out on the Saturday, which is kind of the main day of the show. Saturday admission, just $10 for access to all sorts of fun stuff. So that said, we did a quick walk around the floor to know, like, okay, is there stuff worth doing video? There's definitely stuff worth doing video for. So let's hit the floor.
Yeah, for sure.
Not terrible, but in between, that's really. What is it?
Hey, someone was asking how much the blue Godzilla was.
There's two.
Yeah, it's Captain Rail.
Jim says it's 30 years. I don't know. Those are crazy. That's a lot of years.
They used to do it before. Yeah, that's amazing.
I would have.
Good to see you. Great figure. Okay, so here's 1955.
On the side.
Yeah.
And over here by the only flag in the middle.
All you have to do is like.
Yeah, you sold the color badge. Is that what yeah, you had me at 5.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, you had it in your truck. Oh, was it? Oh, I don't remember. We don't know. It just was a box. It said Dracula and a picture Dracula.
All right, hopefully saw some fun stuff in there. I know we saw lots of great stuff. In the end, picked up a couple items this time around. A Mego Spider-Man. We actually have this. If you follow along with this, if you listen to our podcast stuff, you know probably Mego is like My favorite thing to collect, honestly, even a little bit above Kenner Star Wars and some other great stuff. But Mego superheroes was such a big part of childhood. Planet of the Apes, Trek, all of that. And so found this guy, got him for $40. Really clean costume. We have one with a really tattered, terrible costume, so I've wanted to replace him for a long time, and so it was tough to resist that guy. And then grabbed this Inside Universal Studios 1978 book. Shows a whole lot, which is fantastic. I love Studio Tour. Still is like potentially, it's at least a top 5 attraction for me. Just love it so much. And so seeing the old way, remembering Battlestar Galactica, the much more vicious Jaws, and then things honestly I never saw as a kid, like Incredible Hulk. Really fun book. For $10, was excited to pick that up as well. So really good time at the show. It's always a good time at this show. Definitely, as time has gone on, there's become a lot more of the stuff that I'm into with toys and comics. But also, this is definitely a much more higher end show. It's tough to find things that are on the like lower budget side. Like I feel like a lot of people coming in here are walking in with a ton of cash, which is great for the vendors, but it's a little bit outside of our budget most times. But found a couple fun things there, some good deals, and so glad to get those. So that said, we'll talk more about this on our podcast. We talk about all sorts of pop culture stuff, haunts, everything, theme park, all on our podcast there. So if you're interested, find us at Parks and Cons, wherever you find podcasts. With that said, we're going to wrap up here from the All American Collector Show in Glendale. Until next time, we'll see you in line somewhere.